What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Strength, Beauty, Faith video, and I am so excited because today we are talking about self-worth and confidence, and if y'all do not get down in the comments section, I might start up posting for a while because I've been wanting to do a Q&A video so badly. Answer all of your questions in the comments or react to them. And I can't do it because there are no comments on the videos. So please get down in the comments if you want to see a Q&A video happen. I'm hoping it'll be the next video. But today we're talking about my self-confidence, and we're also going to be, while I'm talking, we're going to be doing my skincare routine, so I need to grab a few things from the bathroom. Come on, come with me. Okay, my room is very, very messy right now, but we will fix that later. I actually just dyed my hair. You probably can't see it, but I just dyed my hair, so that was fun. I'm deciding which cleanser I want to use tonight. And which, moisturizer I want to use. So, I'm not using cleanser tonight because I don't feel like washing my face, and I was in the shower. That's why my hair is wet. So I'm just going to use this. It's my toner. And then, acne control. Sorry, I have to pile things on my computer screen. Bubble. And then lip oil. And I already brushed my hair, so don't worry about that. Midnight Muse lip oil costs $5 for a 5-pack. Cheapskate. Shoot. Hold on, everything's piled on my computer screen right now. So, it's very difficult. Hold on, I'm tossing them on the bed. Okay. I told you, my room is so freaking messy. Okay. Got the cleanser. It fell on the floor while I was taking it over to my bed. Look at my tribute to Taylor Swift over here. And then I also have Elsa blanket, but you can ignore that because I know it looks childish. Oh shoot, I forgot another thing. Oh my god, you guys. Okay. Toilet paper. And if you have watched my previous Get Ready With Me video, plus a lot of me talking, you would know that you'll know why I have toilet paper on my bed and why I'm using it. Okay, it probably won't take me that long because I'm not doing a lot, but we're talking about self-confidence tonight, so that might take longer than the actual skincare. I just wanted to do skincare so y'all wouldn't be just listening to me the entire time. Which, speaking of listening, shoot, I can't get this open. I'm gonna do something very unsanitary. Please don't do this. Ah, there we go. I promise I didn't get any in my mouth. Okay. And here, I'm gonna show you why I use toilet paper real quick. You got 3 or 4 squares. Then you fold it up into a tiny wad. Well, fold it neatly. Like this. Until you have a little square, and then you can use it for your toner. I'm too lazy to go get cotton balls out of my dad's bedroom. And don't ask me why I don't have cotton balls in my own bathroom, because honestly, I don't know why I don't have cotton balls in my own bathroom. So, talking about, speaking of listening, that's where I was, we are going to be having our new podcast out on YouTube really soon. It's called Aftershock, and it's basically just all about my life. And I have some pretty crazy school stories, if I do say so myself, that are worth listening to me. And I'm really excited to share it with y'all because I think you deserve it. Okay, acne control. So, we're talking about self-confidence tonight. And first, we're going to talk about peer pressure. Peer pressure is when your friends are pressuring you to do things that you don't want to do or you think is not right. And I'm here to tell you it's stupid. Because here's the thing. If you are in a bad situation and your friend is telling you get revenge, steal their phone and flush it down the toilet, I don't want to say anything more scandalous than that because then people watching this will be traumatized. Or would you, comment down below, would you do what your friend said or would you stand up and say, no, this is wrong? Also, in case you're wondering how I do my moisturizer, I do circles here, rub it back and forth here, and then like this here. I don't know why, but I do it in that pattern every night. Okay, so peer pressure is really sad because people are like, well, I think that this person will not be friends with me if I don't do exactly what they say, and I'm here to tell you, I'm going to tell you, little girl, I'm going to tell you, my lovelies, before it's too late and you get smacked in the face by it, that if someone is pressuring you to do something that you don't want to do and threatening you with it or saying that they're not going to be friends with you if you don't do it, they're pressuring you to do something that is illegal or just not right or even just something that you don't want to do. They are not worth being friends with. And some people are like, oh, they're going to make my life so miserable now, though, because they're my number one enemy, and they're really strong. They're kind of bad kids. I'm like, you have every right to go to a teacher and say, help me. And you also have every right to stand up and say, stop. And you have every right to defend yourself if things start getting physical. Well, and they start hurting you. So, and that is peer pressure for you. And one more thing. Some people will then go on and be like, but then they're going to call me a tattletale. And first of all, people out in the world are the people that usually do not survive long because they always find a reason to try and dodge a bullet and take the easy way out. But I still try to help these people anyways via YouTube. So, also at that point, who cares, girl or boy, if you're watching this? You're probably not, because I'm going to put skincare and life advice on the hashtag, and some boys don't really do that. But if you're a boy watching this, there could be boys out there that are just seeking advice, or maybe they like skincare. No shame on this channel, no judgment. Unless you're doing something illegal, then there will be all the judgment in the world. But other than that, you will be fine. Okay. Now we had our bubble cleanser done. So at this point, who cares if you get called a tattletale? I'd rather be called a tattletale by everyone else in the world, than and be unsafe. FYI, I'm putting on lip oil right now, so I'm gonna have to stop talking. ASMR. Okay. Now that my skincare routine's done, took me under 10 minutes to do my skincare routine. Next, let's talk about emotions. Emotions are some people's biggest red flags. As soon as they get too mad, they get physical. As soon as they get too sad, they cry so many tears that they flood the room. As soon as they get too hungry, they eat out an entire fridge. As soon as, what's another emotion? They get too happy or excited, they squeal the roof off and break glasses in the cabinet. Emotions, there's really only one key thing about emotions. Yes, you can specify and go to a specific emotion and be like, this emotion has this and this coping methods, and this emotion has this and this coping methods. You could do that, but honestly, there's only one ticket to emotions, and I sadly had to learn that the hard way, and it is that your emotions do not control you, you control your emotions. And that is something I had to learn the hard way, because I let my emotions control me for so long. But eventually, I'm just like, girl, you are in charge of your emotions, and you only are in charge of your emotions. And if you are really angry, because you can't just, not be angry. It's not just oh, you said something really offensive to me, but I'm just going to tell my mind to not be bothered. You will always be bothered by it forever. Unless you're, the most amazing person in the world that literally doesn't get offended by anything. I don't know very many people like that don't get offended by anything. I know people that have great comebacks, but I don't know people that don't get offended by much. I get offended a lot by things that weren't even meant to be offensive. That's just part of who I am. I'm working on it. But here's the thing. Most likely, unless you're superhuman or an amazing human, you will always and forever be offended by things, but that doesn't mean that you have to let it control you. If you get really angry, you have every right and every power in your mind to take a step back and take a deep breath and cool off and continue on with your day and just shake it off, and also just be here, I'm going to try to think of an example. I'm going to give you an example. Okay, let's say someone says that, you know what, instead of giving you an example, I'm going to give you a story. No, I'm not, because I didn't handle that situation very well. I'm going to give you an example of how to take a step back and cool off. So let's say someone calls you weak, but and you get offended because that person doesn't know how strong you are. You have every right to take a step and cool off, continue on with your day, or you could also test them. You can say, you want to bet? You probably shouldn't do that. Don't say it in an offensive way. Just say, you want to bet? If they're your mortal enemy, just say, you want to bet? And then challenge them to an arm wrestle or something, or who can do the most push-ups. And if you know that you're not good, you can also just say, you know what, you may be stronger, but I'm smarter. Or I know that you got a 34 on your math test. Or something like that. you can also back clap them. Like, being nice is the easier way out and probably the better way out. But if you really want to, what I always like to say is prove them wrong. Prove them wrong and say, you know what, I am strong. I'm stronger than you. I beat you in an arm wrestle. I've beaten every boy in my class in an arm wrestle. And you better believe none of those boys ever called me weak ever again. Ever. Okay. The last topic we're going to talk about is kind of personal, and it's about body positivity and weight more specifically. And it's kind of a sad topic because billions of people feel so insecure because their butt's flat. They don't have, chest, or they don't feel happy. Their thighs chafe. Their stomach's too big. I'm here to tell you, it doesn't matter what size you are. And also, if you're like, oh, I really want to be a dancer, but I'm too heavy. Oh, I want to be a bodybuilder, but I'm too weak. Don't let your weight stop you. Because you could be the heaviest person on the earth and still be the strongest person on the earth. And you know what? I'm going to tell you something right here. Bodybuilders are heavy. Because, you know what? If they're skinny, they get made fun of for being skinny. Bodybuilders get made fun of for being skinny, which is stupid if they're skinny. And here's why. Because if you're big, that means that you have muscle. Here's what my mom used to always tell me when I would be mad about my weight or complain about my weight or just be sad about it and in that mental depressed state. She always say, muscle weighs more than fat. Muscle weighs more than fat. So you don't actually have, and she always tell me, you are one of the strongest girls I know. And I probably am, because I'm very strong. You can't really see right now because I got my wearable blanket. It's called the Comfy. And it's really nice product. FYI, the video is not sponsored. Okay. So, your weight is really awesome. Your weight is part of who you are. And at the end of the day, even though, yes, it matters, it's just a number. And some people might say in the comments, at least they're in the comments, that contradicts what I just said. You just said it's part of who you are, but then you just said at the end of the day it's a number. What I mean is, your weight doesn't matter, but at the same time, you don't have to be ashamed of it. Like, your weight doesn't matter. At the end of the day, yes, it is just a number. But also, if someone asks you how much you weigh, don't be afraid to just be like, 200 pounds. And they're like, dang, that's a lot. If they say something like that, just be like, at the end of the day, it's just a number. It's just a number. Like, you don't have to be ashamed to just spit in their face 200, 170, 50, or if you're skinny, 60, 45, 55. You don't need to be ashamed of how much you weigh. Because at the end of the day, the number on the scale is just a freaking number. That's all it'll ever be, a number. Now, is your weight important to your health? Yes. If you are obese, like severely obese, could you have a higher risk of dying? Or a higher risk of your lungs dying? Congestive heart failure? Absolutely. If you are extremely skinny, could you be prone to more accidents? Could you have severe cases of malnutrition? Yes, but that doesn't mean, don't let it define who you are. And also, if you're skinny, and you're like, I want to gain weight simply because I want to do it. It's one of my personal goals. Don't let the fact that you were born skinny stop you. If you want to gain weight and you want to build muscle, go for it. And if you're heavier, if you want to lose weight and lose fat and get muscle, get your heart stronger, get your lungs stronger, go for it. Do not let your weight, whether extremely low, extremely high, or right there in the middle, do not let your weight stop you. Don't let your acne stop you. Don't let your hair stop you. Don't let your ears stop you. Don't let any part of your body stop you. Don't let any part of your personality stop you. This is the point of the whole video. Do not let anything stop you from achieving who you are and who you want to be, achieving your goals. And that is the most important part of this video. And I hope that y'all enjoyed.